Hi, Gingerhawk here, and we're on Impulse's Season 7 Patreon server again. And we're going to talk about farms today, and today we're going to do the gold farm, or should I say gold farms, as we've got two of those on there. If we do the AFK farm first, that one is down the north tunnel and is actually 1600 blocks down, but it is actually on the nether roof, so rather than going down the tunnel, and you can go down the tunnel, you can fly down there or go down by boat, whichever one's easiest for you. There is actually on the roof here, there's a set of stairs going up which have just popped up, a nice little ice path up here as well, and we can zip straight down that directly to the farm. So that makes life a little bit easier. So let's just quickly shoot down here at high speed. The other farm, I'll show you how to get to that one in a minute as well, but that's 2500 blocks down the south tunnel, and then if you turn left, so you're going down the east tunnel from there, and then it's a couple of hundred blocks down there as well, but we'll get to that one in a minute. Oh, there we go. That's the end of the ice path on the roof. Let's grab our boat. And we've got the ice farm is way up there on the nether roof. There is actually a temporary bartering farm portal here as well, but we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, once you've got your gold, you can actually pop through there and trade it up with the piglins and get all the various goodies that they supply. For now though, let's just do the AFK farm. So we'll go up this nice big piece of scaffolding up to the ceiling. Just in case you're wondering why it's built on the ceiling, obviously it has to be up high away from all the other spawnable areas in the nether, so you get good rates. And it has to be built right up at build limit as well to stop things like ghasts spawning up here as well and blasting your farm. So just in case you're wondering about the location. But yeah, we're nearly up here now, so let's get into the farm itself. Hopefully no one's using it already, and I'll show you how this thing works. Right, so we've got the storage layer here, so when you're actually running the farm, everything will drop down into all these various chests, so ingots will drop in here and you'll get nuggets and things like that in there, and you've got this on all four sides because there's a number of areas that the piglins can die up there, and they could end up in any coming up on any side, so there could be any of these. What you've also got up here is a couple of levers. So what you've got is a lever for gold, and this is basically to indicate to anybody else that comes up here what it is you're after here and what they can take themselves. So if the light is off on this one, then anyone that comes up can quite happily help themselves to any of the gold in the chests. Guessing you're probably going to be up here for that, but if not, then you can leave that switched off. So if I AFK for gold, then I flick that one on, and that means that I'm after all the gold in the chests. You've got another lever here as well, so you can say you're here for XP. Because the other thing this is handy for is an XP farm. So if you want to repair your tools or just level up for enchanting or anything, that can be used for here as well. So again, if you flick that on, then you say you're here for the gold and the XP. If you leave any of these off, then somebody can come up there and help themselves to the XP, which is great. For the farm itself then, let's go up here. Not too difficult to do this one. So you've got a little platform up here, which is where you will actually AFK. And as you can see, there's piglins out there, so what will happen is we'll antagonise these guys in a minute. They'll all try and get to us, they'll drop down these little kill chambers, they'll all die in there, and then all the golden drops will go down below. So to start the farm off, we have a gold farm bow, which is on it, please return, so don't nick this one. So we'll pick that up, and we've got an arrow there as well, so I haven't come with any equipment at all on purpose, so I'm completely empty apart from a sword for the manual farm later on. The other thing that you'll see in here, there are some signs up that says don't shoot at the boats. Now the reason these boats are here, I'll just quickly show you, is when you're standing up on this platform, all of these other guys will come running in and they'll get killed. Now if they all get killed, then there's no one here to actually hold aggro on you and the farm will stop. So the guys in the boats are basically here to keep a line of sight on you, so when more piglins turn up, they will attack you as well. So don't shoot the guys in the boats, because if they disappear, the farm breaks. So let's just start this off quickly, so if I can actually get a good shot on someone. There we go, so I shot one of the piglins. Let's drop that in there, jump up on the spawn platform, and you should see them all. Yeah, there you go, they're all angrily coming in at us, and they're all going to start dropping down into these chambers and start getting killed off. that is effectively all you need to do to run this farm. You can now stand on this platform, sorry, and that's it. Just AFK, go and have a cup of coffee or something, and let it all build up in there. One thing to say, obviously, it is a public farm, so don't sit here for hours and hours and hours running the farm unless you're sharing XP and gold with people, because obviously other people might want to use it as well. But yeah, it's the only really rule on that one. As I say, sit here as long as you want, and then once you're finished, we just drop down underneath. Now we're out of line of sight of all the piglins. They will actually stop attacking at some point, so it'll probably be a minute or two. And then down in all these chests, we should start seeing, have we got anything? Oh, there we go. That seems to be rather a lot of gold ingots, but gold nuggets. I'm guessing someone left something there before, but yeah, there we go. So we'll start getting drops down here. And yeah, you can come along, pick all these up. If you want to craft them into something, so there we go, so you got your nuggets. There's also obviously a crafting table here, so you can craft them up into bars or blocks or whatever you want, and then stick them in your ender chest. Flick the levers off, and then that's it for this farm. And that's it, we can go back to what we want. So what I'll do now is I'll show you how to get to the manual farm, and yeah, show you how that one works as well. Right, back in a sec. Okay, so we're back at spawn now, and I'll show you how to get to the other farm. So this one is down the south tunnel, so it isn't actually on the nether roof, this one, so you'll need to go down the tunnel for this one. So we'll just jump in our boat and head down there. It's actually 1500 blocks down, and then if you make a left-hand turn, and it's about 250 down the east tunnel from there. But if we just head down here now, so it's coming up on 700 now, so we're nearly halfway there. And so this one is more of a manual farm, so it can be run without doing anything, but it won't drop anything other than mainly gold nuggets. If you want ingots, then you can obviously bring your looting sword, which I brought with me, and yeah, do it more manually. So here we are, coming up on 1500. I always do that, always shoot past the corners. Right, so I've gone down the east tunnel, so we turn left, gone down the east tunnel, and then about 250 down, we should see our gold farm. There we go. Let's jump out of the boat, grab that back, and let's head up the ladder to the gold farm. There we go, coming up to the roof. And again, you've got another temporary gold farm bartering hall portal here. I'm not sure what's going to happen with those longer term, but I'm guessing they're going to disappear. But yeah, for now there's one in there. I'll have to make an update at some point if that changes. But again, you've got the gold farm up here, built up at build height on the nether roof. So similar sort of design reasons as before, but this one's obviously designed a little bit differently because this one's a manual farm, or semi-manual, I suppose. You can actually run it without doing anything. So again, you've got the same sort of thing here. You've got a collection system, so anything that drops in here, lots of rotten flesh, pig heads, should you want any of that, and then obviously your gold nuggets and your gold ingots will drop into here. At the moment, all this will be empty because we haven't done anything. But what you can do is, if we run up to the top here, quick little stairway up. There we go. Here's our piglins spawning in the farm and dropping down. Now this is actually running in sort of automatic mode at the moment, so these guys are dropping down and they're actually dying from fall damage. And sorry, I probably should have shown this before I came up, but if you look in the storage down there, what we will be getting is gold nuggets. There we go, so they're dropping in, so not a bad rate for just leaving it like that. And you could, I suppose, just AFK in here and have that running like that. Be a little bit of a less rate than running the other farm, but yeah, if the other one's busy with somebody else in it, I suppose you can come and do this one. The way you want to run this though is you want to turn this on and do it in manual mode. So we'll flick that on. What that'll do is that will stop these guys from dying from fall damage. There we go. And then what we can do is take our looting sword. So we've got looting on there and unbreaking and sweeping edge on there and a few other good bits and pieces. These guys are all building up in here, and what we can do is we can just swing away at these guys, and obviously we'll kill them all. they'll start dropping ingots as well as nuggets now though, so that'll make things a little bit easier. A bit slow to respawn there. You could actually run an auto clicker on this, so you could sit here and have it running every, I don't know, 15 seconds or so, just to sort of hit these guys and clear them down, let them build up a bit, and then yeah, swipe them out and just AFK that way. So as I said, you can run this in manual or automatic mode, so best of both worlds really, and it is quite handy if the other farm is full. If we just flick that back off again for now, we'll put it back into drop mode. I tend to clear these guys up that haven't died yet, so that it doesn't bring the rates of the farm down. There we go. So anyone new dropping in now will just die, and yeah, our goodies will turn up below. So let's go and see what we got. We only did that for a few seconds, but we should have a couple of ingots in there. There we go. How we got 6 out of that short time, and then obviously we've got. Did we get any nuggets at all? Oh, there we go. We got some nuggets out of that as well. Again, I think that's a little bit high, possibly. I can't remember. I don't know if somebody's left some in there from before, but yeah. Again, you've got a crafting table in here, so you can craft those up into your ingots, stick them in your ender chest, and then away you go. What we'll do now then, as I say, you can just leave that farm. That will just leave itself running like that. As soon as you clear the area, it'll unload and it will stop running, so that's absolutely fine. What we'll quickly do now is nip into the bartering area, and I'll show you a quick shortcut as well, which exists currently. I'm guessing this one will probably stay, but yeah, if you want to get from one gold farm to another, obviously get to whichever one's closest to you, either up the north or the south tunnel, jump through the portal into the trading area, which is this lovely little build here, and where we've just come out of this portal, that's the manual gold farm. Directly next to it is another portal for the AFK gold farm, so you could get to whichever one is closest to you and then just jump through the portal and get backwards and forwards to the two, so that makes that nice and easy. For the trading side of things, if you want to turn your gold into things like quartz or obsidian, anything like that, string, spectral arrows, all the other good stuff that gets dropped by these traders, what we'll do is we'll head up the stairs here to the trading farm. Just pick one side, there is 2 sides. In here, what we'll do is there's a chest up the top here, which if you load all your gold into, you can see that will very quickly pull down into the system. That will pass through all the various hoppers and things and get down to where these guys are, and they'll get ready to start trading. There's then a lever here to actually turn the system on. Now it does say on here, wait roughly 45 seconds to turn on, so I'm just going to give that a minute while that gets itself all primed up. And yeah, what will happen once we turn it on though, there's a dispenser here, it'll just chuck out gold ingots to these guys, they'll trade them, drop them on the floor, and then they'll get fired down this ice path where there's an auto sorter, and they'll get dropped into the various chests. And then once you've gone through all the gold and that stops happening, you can flick the farm off, go pick up your goodies, and then yeah, be on your way. Right, I think that's been probably a good 40-45 seconds, so we'll flick this on. There we go, you can see gold dropping into the trading area for the guys. There we go, and they've started trading things, and we'll see them go firing off down the path. And anything that doesn't get sorted obviously gets burnt up in the fire at the end there, so anything we're not capturing. But there you go, that's all getting fired through. Let's give that a minute just to let that run down. I can't remember the ingots I put in now, probably a couple of dozen. Let's just go and check downstairs, we'll just have a look, see what we've got in there. Some of these are probably quite full because there's stuff in there that people just don't want, but I'm guessing most will be empty. Oh, there we go, look, we've got half a stack of blackstone already. It'll usually filter into the first one of these, so if you've got multiples of these, then it will go into this filter first, and probably won't go into these. Oh, no, call me a liar, there's 7 in there. Won't usually go into these until these chests fill up, and it's just the way the filter works. So same with gravel, we've got a stack of that. Quartz, yeah, a third of a stack in there. Soul stand, so as you can see, obviously this stuff gets traded up fairly quickly, so yeah, if you want any of that particular stuff, use the gold farm, come in here, drop it in, and yeah, away you go. I think they've stopped trading now. Yep, nothing else going on. Flick the farm off, so obviously lever to the left is on, lever to the right is off, and then we'll come down here, and like I say, we can pick up anything that we want and take it away. So I think that's probably covered all the basics to do with the 2 gold farms and the trading area as well, as I sort of added a little bonus. Any questions or anything you want to explain on that, stick it in the comments below and I'll do my best to add them in. Thanks very much. Take care, guys. Bye.